Hey everyone, my name is Donovan. Welcome back to Bystanders yet again. Let's get the music out of the way. Our music is done by Gwinn, Shady Cicada, and Kevin Macleod. Go check them out; they're fantastic people. We've got a module. We got a module on a website. We got a Discord server. It's all in the description. It's great stuff. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Let's get back to the episode.
Noah Girl's very bad, terrible, no good day.
Exactly. This is definitely the first time we're recording this intro.
Oh, definitely.
Because technology worked great. Always, 100% of the time.
For sure.
You all are currently careening out of the town of Yellowfield on a truck with no friction.
No friction.
And Noah Girl got to be on TV.
Wow! I'm so happy for him.
How great for him. He's really putting himself out there.
He and his stand.
Yes.
On national television.
So everyone gets to see it because it's an enhancement for WoW.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He is very happy about this development.
What was the stand's name again?
The Pretenders!
Pretenders!
It's only the greatest stand ever. You fool.
So, you all keep sliding on out, and as you keep careening, you get to the point where you can't really see much of the town in the distance, and then eventually, Dawn kind of looks over to you all. Alright, you all ready?
As will ever be.
Ready for whatever!
What do you mean?
Dawn, and all of a sudden, the friction returns back to the
we
truck.
don't have wheels, do we?
Nope.
Wait, what did you do?
Shaken baby syndrome is defined as...
This is the most fun I've had driving in a while.
The rest of us, like, pinballing around in the trailer.
Now this is pod racing!
Donovan is trying desperately to keep the bucket of water we got from the well to not splash everywhere. He's doing
that was
okay.
important for something, wasn't
He's
it?
doing okay.
Why did we need a sample of the water
I think
again?
we need to study what kind of a virus it was, maybe make a vaccine or something, I don't know.
I am forgetful.
It's been months.
to make some kind of treatment.
Yeah.
Unstand the stands.
We're gonna make them sit.
No.
With my sit.
Tony Joestar's stand.
So, eventually, this massive truck full of sick children and
all the
exhausted
kids are in the
standees.
back.
Shaking baby syndrome.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
come
they're
to a
here.
halt.
Yeah, I'm glad the children weren't blown up by any stray rockets for any reason.
We're not going fast. We need to jettison some weight. Chucking out of the bag. Come on! We gotta go faster!
We gotta save the children!
That's the
Wait a
plan.
second.
Uh-oh.
We can't save all of them.
Well, we tried. A majority's a majority.
Do I throw my guns out the back or the kids?
50,
Sorry, kids.
51% saved is still technically the majorities.
I have 12 kilos of ammunition.
So
But I'm gonna
bystanders,
need that.
also known as win by technicality.
Hey, we did a great job in that fight.
Eventually, you all come to a halt, and the truck kind of creaks and bends under a lot of the pressure that it's been subjected to very suddenly and recently.
This poor truck.
You feel like it is on its last leg.
I don't think this is road safe, Drake.
It's never been road safe.
I see.
That was me behind the wheel.
Why do you think he picked it? It's not gonna be road safe.
We don't have time to stop and do repairs. We just need to keep going.
Alright.
Alright,
Where are we
Don
going?
kind of hops out.
Away?
looks at the
I don't
kids,
know.
Gestures to you all. Pulls out his phone. Oh, sweet, I got a signal! Right.
You wanna work your Speedwagon Foundation magic? Get us another ride?
That's the plan.
Alright.
So Dawn rings someone up, and after a couple minutes, you can see helicopters in the distance heading towards the location.
You see Damien leaning up against the truck, knowing that it's on its last legs and that we're abandoning it at this point. Just a single tear rolls down his face. You served me well. This baby can fit so many abandoned children in it.
Slaps Ruth. Anyway,
Donovan walks over and puts a hand on his shoulder. Damien, you wanna take a piece off of it as memorabilia?
Yeah. Damien
like a side view mirror. or-
walks off to the back and just rips off the muffler and like, caresses it towards him as he walks away.
Wow, perfect.
Donovan gives the truck a mercy kill by using his hamon to sap all the life out of the truck battery.
Chill.
He's like rubbing the hood. Shh, it's okay. Shh,
Smothering it with a pillow.
shh, go to sleep. Shh.
Anyway, as morbid as that is, the children managed to pile out. A couple of them have sustained minor injuries, but for the most part, they are unharmed.
Are you guys okay?
Chip, chip.
How many? Okay, I'm gonna do a head count. 1, 2. How many are there?
40.
About 40.
Like exactly, or like?
For simplicity's
just-
sake.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hey, how's Brett doing?
They're moving around like through each other and all that. To such an
Okay.
extent
1,
you can't
2,
really-
3, 4. Oh. 1, 2, and it just goes on like that for a while.
Oh, no.
So he kind of gets caught in this loop.
No. One.
How's
You're
Brett doing?
counting
Is
it
he
all
still very
wrong.
unconscious?
2, 4, 6.
Oh, I don't know why.
Brett is
Don't forget to
actually
cut yourself.
unconscious.
I always forget.
He's God's strongest shoulder. He's okay.
He is
Right.
stable, but he is unconscious.
All right.
Negative.
Who?
Brett.
Brett.
What?
Yeah.
And since Donovan does like what he can do, he's gonna start passively just. He's trying to use a lot of healing hamon right now. He was not happy that Mr. Grohl evidently was using his hamon for nefarious circumstances, and that's not what he's not happy about that at all.
Something of dubious nature. And you all also have the other stand user, the power type.
Yeah.
The motorcycle stand, I believe, is used
Yes.
when they play Hayden.
Yeah.
Who you all didn't really get the chance to talk to.
Nope.
Really?
She was too busy eating the shingles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was getting gaslit. Cut us some slack.
True.
But she's there as well. She's just kind of sitting in the back of the truck, just existing, it seems.
Donovan. Donovan. Who is she again?
She is the power type stand user who was getting manipulated by a cult leader.
Right. Sorry, I got distracted with all the other kids in here. There's like
That's
80
alright.
people in here.
There are a
Cult
lot
leader
of...
fucking died, didn't they?
Oh, totally got ripped in
Yeah.
half. It
Yeah.
was morbid.
Yeah. Okay. Because yeah.
The stand guard.
I'm gonna keep working on Brett. You wanna go talk to her?
Sure. Steve walks over, kind of like uncertain as to what this person's gonna do next. Very much like keeping an eye on her, approaching slowly.
She is kind of looking down at the ground. She does not seem to notice or acknowledge your presence as you draw closer.
Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt? He's just gonna like kind of look her up and down, make sure she doesn't have any like critical injuries or anything.
You see, she kind of looks back up, and you see a lot of kind of the look in her eyes is hollow at this point. She kind of looks over.
You're right.
I'm alive, and I managed to get out of there. So
Pause. Didn't we try and like kill her at one point?
No.
No.
Didn't we? We didn't attack her.
We did attack
We
her.
tried to shoot at her because she was attacking us. We assumed
Right.
she was a bad guy.
We knew pretty. We
right.
knew pretty
That's what I
readily
thought.
once we got to her that she wasn't thinking.
She was getting
What?
super gaslit.
When I said she ate shingles, I meant
Right.
that literally.
Right. Sorry about attacking you earlier, but it seemed only fair since you. Yeah. Anyway.
it's understandable.
Yeah. Do you want to come like sit with us over here on this side of the truck? You're kind of over here alone, or you can just be here alone. That's fine too. Either way. But
You sound like you're asking her on a date, or you can just be alone. That's fine too.
I'm still getting in character.
It's fine.
Thanks for getting me out of there.
Yeah. I don't really know what was going on over there. There was that one really scary person with a knife, but I hope you're okay now. Oh, I didn't introduce me. I'm Steve. Stevie Wonder.
Chrissy Gal.
Good to meet you, Chrissy. Yeah. Okay, Chrissy. I don't really get what's going on here, but I know that cult leader person, they wanted you to help them, right?
They were using me as a weapon.
Hmm.
I rolled into town recently with my gang, and they didn't make it.
Hmm. Okay. So what's your plan now then?
I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm wrapped up in this whole mess. I don't know where these kids are going to be taken, but I've caused them enough trouble. I want to do something to repent for what I've done.
Nick Grohl.
Noah.
You,
It's alright.
He
For
would
some
have said
reason,
Noah.
yeah.
for some
No, you're good.
reason, I called him Nick too. That's not his name.
Noah Grohl. He killed your leader. The cult leader. But you didn't want to be following them, right?
No.
That said, it doesn't exactly ally you with him. What do you know about him? Noah Grohl.
Not much. I didn't even know there's another stand user here until it arrived.
Okay.
I was really the one who was keeping this area under lockdown. If cult leader had known there was a stronger stand user earlier, she would have disposed of me.
I see.
But I'm alive. And I have you to thank for that.
Okay. Steve thinks to himself for a moment. You said you want to repent for what you've done. Okay. We need your help. We've got to save these kids. That's our first and foremost goal.
Okay.
We got to get them somewhere safe. The rest can come later.
Okay. I can do that.
And
You
And
see
then we're gonna
helicopters kind of come in and drop. You see Dawn kind of loading kids in. You can see Speedwagon personnel, people with people who are trained like first responders. You see like first aid, mainly medicinal things, medical lifts. You see paramedics of all kinds coming in. Basically, people coming in and cordoning off this area, getting kids taken up and out. And after all of it, Dawn kind of signals you all over for a second. Dawn, he kind of pulls you all close.
Alright, Donnie boy, what's the plan?
I think we got it from here. I think the plan for you all is start moving, because I don't think the Candleman's going to be too happy about that one.
did anyone see where he went?
No. He just kind of stood there, looking pretty upset. Sorry, he hit me pretty hard in the rib. I'm still recovering.
I think I saw a camera while we were going out, but that's neither here nor there.
All right. Well, we need to be on high alert then.
I think he's about to have bigger problems, since I don't think he knows yet that we have destroyed his organization.
Yeah. Thanks to Nikki, he's got a hell of an email to write.
Okay.
The kids themselves, I think, are going to be okay. They're
Good.
They're kids. They'll adapt. They'll grow. We'll keep an eye on them. Make sure they're okay.
I think it's fair to say that we're going to have some people after us. We should probably find somewhere to be that's not going to put anyone else in danger.
We also...
That seems like a wise idea.
so we gave them the, sample we got to make the treatment?
Yes, you can absolutely
give
give like a portion of that to the Speedwagon Foundation. Also, if you want to keep a personal vial on you, they would be willing to donate like a glass tube or something if you want to hold it in a more efficient way.
I don't think that's a bad
Why
idea.
would we want to have virus water with us?
A little sippy for later.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea at all.
Okay.
If no one else, Steve will volunteer to take it. Take their gift.
I remember now. It's stand virus, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
It's in the water.
I remember what last session was about now.
Good job.
A
and
sippy of the stand virus water.
Dawn looks around to you all. Two things. pulls out a business card, hands it to Steve.
Steve takes it.
It's a business card, Dawn Eagle. You see it's tasteful eggshell white.
Oh my god.
With,
No.
you see
Steve, if he had glasses, he would be taking them off and dropping them on the table.
You faintly hear the sound of an eagle crying whenever you.
Yeah, you see the business card says Dawn Eagle, Freedom and Co.
Freedom and
then it
Co!
gives his number.
What is what is his occupation? Does it say
Freedom, yeah.
Okay, I don't know why I asked.
A true American.
God bless. No.
I love war.
So he hands the card to
Sun
you,
Tzu said that.
Sanzu said.
and you all kind of start to file out, start to head off. You see cars coming in, and you presume that one of them is for you. And as you all kind of turn to leave, Damien, you get a tap on your shoulder. Damien, I like your style.
Who's this?
This is
Dawn Eagle.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Here's my number.
Oh.
Personal number.
Oh.
You can see he's
I've never been
starting
given
to
one of these
blush.
before. What do I do with this? Does it work on a pager?
Probably.
Okay. I'll page you.
Let me know. Yeah, let me know if you want to go get a beer sometime. Just
Man,
the two of us.
I know a certain club that I can take us to.
Oh, sweet. That sounds great.
I don't know if they've repaired it yet, but we'll go to Fight Club.
Dawn Eagle on his stomach later at night. His. Oh, when is he gonna call me?
When's he gonna page me?
You know, like his hands are like cradling his chin.
Ooh, I got a page from Damien.
Mom, I got a page from my boyfriend.
Going to the Fighting Falcon later.
The feisty falcon. You
Feisty
think.
Falcon. Sorry.
God's strongest soldier. We love him.
Alright, so Don gives you
America.
Don gives you
frickin'.
all his number and offers to help out as a favor, and he gives Damien his personal number for personal reasons. And Don kind of end the interaction is like,
Damien gets a general vibe, but does not fully understand what has just happened.
Oh, buddy.
Wow, he wants to be really good friends.
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you later, and he goes in for like a handshake.
A firm handshake in response. I'll page you.
Okay.
Gotta get me one of those new fandangled phones at some point.
He kind of walks away, and as he walks away, Donovan, you hear in the distance, that went well.
Donovan, known Riz expert at this point.
Is that what we're calling him?
See, Damien like hugs his muffler and just nods and goes, "That went well."
The Riz stands for Riz crackers, which he likes.
Terrible.
I feel like Donovan shudders at the sight of salt.
He's not British. Cut him some slack.
Okay.
Okay.
You can put cheese on eggs?
It was a
pretty
revelation.
soon-
He wasn't disgusted. It was a revelation.
Pretty soon,
Thank
you all
God he's
get...
not British. I'd have had to kill you.
Oh, black and black in it.
Not seen an
I
equal
will
does not
shiv
talk
ya.
to British people.
Pretty soon, you see a BMW roll up to you guys' location. You see several people file out, and then Don kind of taps on the hood of the car. All right, this is you guys' ride
What is the ride?
We get a ride now.
To BMW.
to BMW.
Okay.
Cool. Donovan grabs Dawn Eagle's hand. Thanks for your help. I think we really needed it.
No problem. Got your...
We're going up into the world. We get rides now. Alright.
You are not driving.
Oh, come on. I'm such a good driver.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
the car off for
the
us?
smoking heap of a truck behind us.
They understand that you all are hot targets, and
Okay.
the organization, because they're already going to have to protect Don and the children.
Okay.
They're interested in making sure you guys have the resources you need to get away from the situation.
Look, I'm a bit of a... I know a thing or two about not being seen. I think I'll drive. I think I know the best route back to the city that will...
Donovan, do you have a
Cause
driver's
less tension.
license?
Yes.
Why don't you usually drive?
He doesn't have a
No one
car.
asks.
Okay.
Wait, I don't think any of us at any point have ever asked if Donovan
It's
Haley
always
could
been
drive.
Steve or
It's always been
Damien.
us too.
Well, I have driven in this campaign in the past.
Okay,
I
okay.
have, but this is still really funny.
Okay.
Nobody ever asked.
So my question is, if you are trying to go somewhere, where are you trying to go?
I don't know.
And do you want to bring anyone with you?
I want to bring Brett. I want to talk with Brett. Which
You could-
Well, we.
I was gonna say,
Sorry.
you could bring Brett if you want. You could also bring Chrissy. Or
bring
you
Chrissy.
could swing by the escape and pick up an NPC. It's up to you guys.
I think it would be best if we go with either Brett or Chrissy, because
Alright.
we haven't seen much of their stands on our side. Brett's been kind of in the background, and then we don't know much about Chrissy's, so...
Brett is very indisposed, but Chrissy is.
I don't know if Chrissy wants to get right back into the action.
Probably not. Let's bring Brett. And I'll just
I was gonna say,
keep it good.
Taylor and her family, are they still back at the...
They're still back at the water expansion.
Yes.
They can handle themselves.
Right, I
They
just wanted
have
to
big
make
men on campus, Sid Waters.
Not to mention they have Bean.
Yes.
They do have Bean.
Oh, fucking Sid Waters.
Okay,
Making
so y'all
the
are planning on
fucking
taking
minutes.
Chrissy with you?
I thought we were planning on taking.
Oh, Brett.
Yeah,
Right,
probably
yes.
Brett.
Yeah.
I want to know more about Chrissy, but she doesn't need to be involved in
Yeah.
this right away.
So
If
what
Brett's
should we do
willing,
with her then?
if Brett's like chill
Brett
with
cannot
being
currently give his opinions. He's very unconscious.
Should we like?
Consent is
You
important
do
right
have-
now.
Should we drop Chrissy at?
Yeah, I'll
off at
probably have
at the
Back
escape.
in Black in the back seat, doing the hormone while I drive.
Should we drop Chrissy off at the escape then, or
Well, if we're going back to the escape,
Yeah,
we could
so
pick someone
you
else
could
up
also
too.
leave her with the Speedwagon Foundation.
that's also?
I
Fair.
feel like they could have a good handle on things.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
They got Don Eagle there. Don Eagle's awesome. He can take care of her. You got an eagle stand. It goes
Is he
caw
a
and
mafia
slash
don?
it.
Please tell me
Unfortunately,
he's a
no.
mafia don.
His name is Don. Not short for anything. It's just Don.
Oh my
D-O-N.
That's so extra. I love
But
it.
if he became a Don, then he would be Don.
They call me DD Eagle.
Don, dun, dun, dun.
Alright, here's Brett. Okay. So, you all pile into the car, you get Brett in the back seat. Back in Black is tending to Brett's wounds, various kind of things, making sure he's okay.
And as that's happening, I want to explain another edit to Back in Black's design. So, now that Donovan has been using Hamon for quite a long time, you will notice some thorny vines have appeared on Back in Black's design. Specifically around the brim of his tiny top hat, and also as like just like curling like around his sleeves, like a rose tattoo.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's dope.
Oh wait, no, I wasn't that. There's actually tassels on his
nice.
on the trench coat. It's actually
Yeah.
that. So he's got that now.
Tassels.
Love.
And as we're driving back, Donovan does ambient just speak out loud. Sterling's only been telling me about how this life electricity is meant for just that. It's for life, and sure, getting rid of undead. But I saw back there that Grohl. I don't think he had it. I could tell in his stand. He was a Hamon user like me, and I don't think he was using it for anything righteous. And I can't believe anyone would use such a powerful and helpful gift for themselves. His hands tighten on the steering wheel. You can see his knuckles going a bit white, even though his skin is pale.
Then we'll make sure he doesn't.
Right.
Steve puts a hand on Donovan's shoulder.
He glances and
Hey,
goes,
we've got this.
I know.
We're gonna save this city.
Damn right.
Nikki, do you have a phone?
Unfortunately.
I have the lieutenant phone.
Actually, Nikki's playing Pokemon Go right now.
Oh my
I see. Okay.
Nikki Bones.
So as you all are driving along, Nikki, you get a call from Detective George.
Fuck. Oh, she doesn't want to call me anymore?
Let me roll D20.
Why
real
would
quick.
she?
She'd have to page you.
Okay.
No, because she had called me before, but
On the lieutenant
tend
phone.
to yell
Oh,
at her.
right.
Yo, Lieutenant, what's up?
Nikki, have you seen the news?
I have not. Hold on.
Look up Trivago Candleman.
I think we're...
All right, hold on. Nikki looks up the Trivago Candleman.
And you immediately get several results. From very recent news networks, you see things like 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, all kinds of like conspiracy boards and forums talking about what is this strange creature. This confirms my suspicion that there's an underground network of supernatural abilities. And there's one person who just commented candle.
Yo, one, take a look at this.
Is one of the pictures just
They got some
somehow
pretender
of
on TV.
the pretender doing the
Candle!
Is she still doing that?
Both the pretender and Grohl doing that.
That's really funny. That also might be really problematic. So if the public knows about... They're gonna probably learn about what stands are soon. Okay.
You see Donovan's purple eyes in the rear view. What you guys looking at back there?
Steve is gonna...
I am driving!
He's gonna...
Not anymore.
The restraint. The difference
says-
between restraint. I was gonna say, Steve's gonna make a wisdom save to see if he would show it to Donovan or not. On the other hand...
Back in Black takes a small break and he flies over. He just looks at Nikki like, what the hell, man? And grabs his phone. And then his eyes do a cartoon of Wooga as he sees Nikki. Back in Black,
did you see this,
adjusts his
Damien?
hat.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
fun.
That certainly makes things more interesting.
Well, he's out now to the public, but that being said...
I mean, if his plan was to give the public stands, I think it's a good thing that they know about it.
That's true.
Yes, after the fact. I think now that we haven't not, but his plan isn't in motion yet, so he hasn't. He is reaping what he is sowing, and I do not think he is very happy about it.
Yeah, I think this is good for us overall, but it could complicate things.
So
He's at the very least not going to be happy with us even more so now.
sowing.
can't
Oh
imagine
yeah,
why.
reaping. Ah, fuck.
So where are you all going? Where?
Where are we going?
We need to be prepared. We never know what his next move will be.
Right.
We need to...
He will never know what our next move will be. We go back there.
I wouldn't expect that. That is true.
Nikki, there's a reason you're not the ideas guy. Donovan's just like, I love you, man, but we're not going back there.
I'm gonna say is immense impact.
Look, I know you can hit harder the more you sprint, but that has a max of your level right now.
That is fine.
We probably shouldn't go back to the escape. We don't want to be anywhere around people.
That's true. We need... I'm gonna send up Act 1 and keep it around us as we drive, just to see if anyone's following us.
Fantastic. I'll ask you to make occasional perception checks then.
Gladly.
Let's do one.
So go ahead and give me one right now.
Okay.
Who's driving? It's you? Yes. So where are you going?
Donovan right now is just currently going back to Trivago. He's not taking the direct highway. He's taking the longer route just in case we've got some Nick. No, why do we keep saying Nick? Who is Nick Grohl? That's not even the actual pretender guy's name. Who is Nick Grohl?
I don't know.
Noah.
So that is a 13 for perception.
He's taking routes that maybe Noah Grohl couldn't see. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Am I stupid?
Really close to something bad, but we're not. We're not going there. It's Nick. It's not me almost accidentally slaying slurs this time.
Bystanders.
Bystanders. Yeah. So you all keep heading through the city. Steve, you're keeping an eye on it from above. Back in Black is tending to Brett in the back seat.
Do we
What
wanna
are
just
Nikki and Donovan doing?
Do we want to just
Nicky
chill in a
and-
warehouse? Like the first warehouse we were in?
You want to go to the first one? You don't even know where that is. That's only where I know where it is because I just dragged.
Oh
you
yeah,
along.
he didn't take us into it.
I do know a warehouse.
Okay, so
Set
Donovan,
up,
if you
set
want
up
to
camp
start
in there.
heading towards that warehouse, you
Yeah, I'll start heading towards the first warehouse when we met Tangerine and Clementine.
There you go. Ty. You're not Ty.
Who's
you're
Ty?
Nikki.
Yeah,
Nikki, you are still on the phone with Detective George. She's just kind of communicating with you. You all are updating her on information on what. Actually, this would probably be something you'd have to do in character, so I'll ask.
Hey, is that Detective George? Hey, George! I've grabbed Nikki's arm, actually.
You notice her audibly get quieter. Hello, Damien. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well. We've got some problems over here for you. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. Here you go, Nick. You can have. Oh, that's
This
your
is
arm.
not her jurisdiction. She does not have to worry about this. In the abstract.
So, now that he and the Pretender have been exposed on national television, I got an email from the Sid Waters guy earlier today. You know anything about that?
Yeah.
Did we not tell her about
Why would I tell her about that? We were too
didn't have-
busy doing everything else.
Yeah, we don't really have time.
that? I don't think we did do that.
Yeah, we know about him. We talked with him. He's, I think, cool now. But
And so all the information about the Pretender is true, yes?
yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are you all familiar with the Nowhere Generation case?
The what?
Can't say that I am.
Is she on speaker?
She's
I
now.
guess.
She
Okay.
is now.
Back in
No, I have no idea what that means.
Back in Black makes like one of those like phone stands as he just like of like a tripod so we can also like sit it in the center.
We talking like Doctor Who or what?
The Nowhere Generation case. They were a gang who used to operate in Trivago, and about 30 years ago, all but one of them were slaughtered, and we could never figure out the cause. But there was one discrepancy that ties it to this case. A lot of the wounds had trace amounts of wax embedded within them.
You don't think?
Oh.
I think it's entirely possible.
Oh my.
About 30, 40 years ago, I can't exactly remember, but it's notorious for not having anyone who solved it. I can...
Do they have any connection to the beating heart?
Possibly, I have no idea. Oh, it says here there's one person who went through witness protection who survived the incident.
Okay.
I'll see what information I can dig up on them in the meantime.
Yeah, but witness
That could be useful.
protection is pretty high up there. I don't know if we'll be able to get access to that.
I could pull some strings.
Thank you.
Thank you, Detective.
Y'all stay on the move. Y'all stay low. Let me know if you need any resources.
Right.
Okay. Take care. Hangs up. So, you all keep moving for a while. Steve, give me another perception check. Donovan. You're driving for a while, and I would say probably after about 15, 20 minutes, Brett starts to stir.
All right. Back in Black, like it's like, oh hey.
Rise and shine.
He gives a soft rubber hosey wave.
Hello.
Morning, Brett.
Morning.
We got the
They
kid.
came too.
We got the kids out of there.
You see, he just immediately just melts and relaxes.
Wave of relief.
You're okay.
I've been using my abilities on you for long enough. I don't know how much of the week-long worth of smoking you were doing, but I do think I've lessened the impact.
I think I'll be okay.
You're tough. I think you will be too.
Do y'all have any food?
Do we?
This isn't my truck.
Donovan checks the glove box. Is there like a bunch of like baggage of trail mix or something?
No, but you do notice when you open up the glove box, something's odd about the interior of it. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Or actually,
this
who's sitting in the
glove
front
box.
seat?
Is the car a stand? God damn it.
Who's sitting in the front seat? That'd be Steve.
No, I'm.
Damien?
I think Damien is.
Damien,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me an investigation check. You have advantage. What's up?
That's still a 22 for the perception check.
22 for perception, yes. You are able to see, kind of look around. You don't see anyone following you, right?
Okay.
There's something weird.
Natural 20.
A natural 20.
There's
So,
something weird about this glove box.
you look at the BMW, and you look kind of like at the inside of the glove box, and you realize it's been pretty recently refurbished. Damien, you think back and you realize this is the same BMW that you blew up Tangerine and Clementine in.
No!
It's been reupholstered.
Yo!
Hey, we blew up this car.
I blew up this car.
Oh, sorry.
I suddenly feel less safe here.
Try not to
It's
go
quite
too
safer
crazy.
than the truck we were just in.
That's a good point.
It does have completely new paint and license plates.
Okay.
And knew everything else.
Like, the car itself is the old one.
You know,
Donovan is like, memories, and he remembers that Lloyd so super died that day. He's like,
Yeah.
AJ and everyone told me about that. Better keep off that hamon around here.
It's not like it's not like if I breathe during a gas station float, the car is gonna explode. It's a very controlled ability.
Car bomb.
Sorry. Once again, rib hit. Pretender. Hurts bad. Life electricity is a very stable, I guess, magic. It's magic. I'm just not. It's totally magic, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
You know magic? Why'd you tell me? Whoa!
Donovan's just like looking at Damien, who's in the front seat. He's like, Damien, I've been able to do this for
Damien
for like months.
somehow
weeks.
appears to be in shock over something you've been doing for weeks.
Damien, I've used this on you. I used it on your sword during base 10.
You've been magicking me? I didn't consider that.
I turned your sword into a vampire killing stick.
Oh, that was pretty cool. I just thought that was really cool.
Brett looks around, half exhausted and half incredulous.
What about half alive?
Half alive? There you go. So you all continue on, and eventually,
Whoa!
you get to the warehouse. The warehouse is kind of is in this slightly run-down kind of industrial district, with what's been happening with the city, with just everything recently. This place is a bit more run-down than it typically is, but that also means there are very few people around, and it is an easily defensible location.
And thankfully, we don't have to worry about Clementine being here.
That is very true.
I don't like pause.
I'm not. Clementine's dead. You guys confirmed that.
We did make sure of that, yeah.
Alright, guys, we should set up here. We're gonna go in.
Donovan helps Brett get out of the car. He's like, hand over on the shoulder.
I'm gonna go find a table to sleep on.
You do you, Damien.
You can do better, but okay. That is not gonna help his snoring problem.
So what is you guys' plan? Are you gonna set up like on top of a warehouse, or are you gonna set up kind of
Probably inside the warehouse.
Okay, cool. And you guys want to put up any kind of special, like, anything? You're creating, like, a shelter? You're just kind of hunkering down inside
We're in
the
the
warehouse,
warehouse.
relaxing for a bit? Because, to be fair, you all did go through some pretty significant shit. Taking a significant rest may not be a bad idea.
What
don't
we
know.
see?
So-
What kind of? What? Yeah,
what's
is
in the
this
warehouse?
like a beanbag mattress warehouse?
So about that, this warehouse is mostly empty. You can see that a lot of what is in it just consists of shelves, areas for storage. However, if you want to like peek in and kind of see some of the other areas, you see that they were recently abandoned. So they have a lot of fresh materials and things around. Basically, if you wanted to scavenge things in this area, you absolutely could. And Donovan, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All right, I think I'm good
while
at
you're
that.
here.
I'm decent.
I'm going to take
20, not natural.
Cool, we'll get to that in a sec.
I'm
That's
going
the
to
best I
take
can roll.
the heaviest shelving and move it to the entrance we came into.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Damon
Okay, so you
will
effectively
open that.
barricade the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Where do you want to park the BMW? Because there is enough space in the warehouse that if you properly opened it, you could park the BMW inside.
Yeah, I'd say we
the
put
same
it
should do
inside
that.
to make it less obvious that there's someone here.
Is there like a garage door
Oh,
in
yeah.
the warehouse?
There would
Okay,
absolutely
we need
be,
to
yeah.
we need to operate that.
No, totally. Yeah, you guys are able to pull the new BMW in.
After I'm done with this investigation check, I will probably, instead of doing a Guy Hamon lesson, I will do a Nikki Healy lesson.
I see. Very cool.
Yo.
But also, that investigation check, you
Yes.
realize that the reason this place is recently abandoned is kind of the same reason why a lot of the areas on the outskirts of town were abandoned. And essentially,
They've been using the people that were around here to make undead.
yes. And you notice that this is over now, but you can see very occasionally, you see just red-brown splotches.
Damn it. Donovan is determined now more than ever to bring a stop to this. This cannot go on any further.
And you can tell that this happened like a few weeks ago. This wasn't like several days ago kind of thing.
Can I? So I said if it was like this during our first ever raid on the past to present. Because we've been at this a few weeks. Hell, for all we know, that's what Clementine and Tangine were doing. Wow.
Well, no, because that was the
Oh, sorry.
That was cherry wine that was doing that.
Was it?
Yeah, because that was at we were at base 10 when we last saw something like this.
Well, I guess the BB Quarters is also using undead. I don't know if they're doing similar tactics. So this was cherry wine, then?
As far as you can tell, this does appear to bear the signature of cherry.
Oh, well, in that case, I will have a different internal monologue.
But it was weeks ago. There's nothing you could have done.
Queen Bree's dead. I made sure of that. This won't ever happen again.
So are you all going to have like shifts that you set up to take watch, I assume?
Something like that, I'm sure.
sure.
Brett is also going to, he doesn't have much in the way of energy left, but he is going to take a golem and put it on top of the warehouse. He's going to make a much smaller one, about a foot in height, and he's just going to have it kind of peer over the top once in a while.
Damien will take first shift to let you guys get some sleep since he knows at this point that he snores.
Okay.
Steve's gonna honk shoe. He's tired.
Sounds good.
Honk shoe?
Steve honk shoe and Donovan, you honk shoe as well?
Honk shoe.
Brett, once he gets the golem set up, just collapses.
Oh, man.
Nikki?
Do be honking some shoes. I got enough balls with me right now.
Are we all honk shoes? Who's a honk shoe and who's a snore me?
Damien's an earthquake. I don't know what you mean.
Oh, and like I said, there's plenty of like
Yeah, that's a
canned food supplies and stuff around.
Yeah.
Basically, if you spend long enough searching for it, you can find pretty much anything in this area.
Anything.
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Depends
Let's
on
see. I
your
have a
survival.
rocket launcher, a flamethrower. No, I'm kidding.
You're start getting like actual video game weapons. Like I got this
Yes.
energy blade from a covenant.
I'm about 2
Freezing.
steps away from being the Doomslayer.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need a Doom-style montage of Damien Drake now.
We did.
So 2
you
hours
remember, you remember when he
passed.
did? You remember when he cleaved all those ghouls?
That's
We already
true.
got our Doom
That's a good
style
point.
montage.
That's a good point.
So 2 hours pass, and Damien, eventually you hear some kind of car going past the warehouse, and then you hear it stop moving.
Like in front of the warehouse?
Yes.
Damien will peek out some blinds.
You peek out the blinds, and you're not able to get a good look at the figures in the distance. Right now you see 3 shadowy figures inside of a car, and they appear to be kind of looking around, scoping out the area.
Damn, I don't have to touch senses. Damien's going to assume Nikki will be the easiest to rouse, so he's gonna quickly go and like rouse Nikki. Like, I'm sorry to wake you, but I think something fishy's going on. I just want to make sure that at least someone else is awake.
Put me in the direction I can take it out.
There's 3 weird dudes outside.
No.
Just
Odds or
keep that
evens?
over there.
Odds or evens?
Odds.
What do I... Am I staying put?
I don't know. You were the one who asked.
What do you want me to do in this situation? Just
Oh.
bolt out or not? Odds or
Let's
evens
keep an eye on them.
determine if Nikki does the impulse thing.
Let's keep it on.
Okay.
Just wanted to make sure someone else was awake. So we're gonna keep an eye on them, see if they come anywhere near the warehouse or what they're doing. Do you
Sounds
have
good.
detached senses?
You
Because I
can't.
don't. Okay.
Both of you are power types.
Yeah.
You can't see much.
Power types can have.
I mean, you have your phones. If
Oh.
like currently, you cannot get a good view of them. They're kind of sitting in the shadows, and they're a good distance enough away where you can't properly make out their faces.
Yeah, but I don't want to reveal ourselves either, so I'm just gonna chill where we are.
They appear to be looking around an area. They don't seem to know exactly where they are or where they're going.
Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on them.
I'm gonna prep a wooden spin ball.
Okay. Cool. So, after about 30 more minutes, there's some whispering, some talk. One of them kind of leans over and pulls out this long object from the back seat. But you can't quite make out what it is at this point.
Drake?
That looks concerning. I don't know if we should give ourselves away, though. We're trying to stay on the down low. If they don't know we're here...
Hey, DBH. Donovan like, what's up? Whips out the hung. What's going on?
Are we got some suspicious figures out there?
Yeah, we need you to...
Go take a look.
Yeah.
Back in black. Okay, I'm gonna send out my stand. I'm gonna
Hiding in the shadows.
roll some stealth rolls. I think I might
Stealth check.
I think I'm ridiculously good at those, especially with Back in
Yeah,
Black.
especially if it's pitch fucking blackout.
All right. Yeah, I super got a plus 15 to stealth.
Oh man.
All right, so 30. 41.
That might work.
So you see Back in Black like disappear into the shadows.
Did you summon your stand?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I think
how
you also
Donovan just like looks at you. Just trust me.
do you also get
How do you
advantage with
attempt
that
to approach
for
the
silent movement?
You're right. I have advantage. Let's see if I get higher. I didn't.
How do you attempt to approach the car? Where are you going? What are you trying to see?
Back in Black is able to get rid of all the color on it in an instant, and it's just like a shapeless black coalescence of material, and is simply just like almost like merging with the shadows, like swooping along, like just to the car. Like he's so nondescript. We wouldn't even know he was there unless you were looking for a shadow being.
Okay.
And even then it would be hard.
How are you going to get a peek at these individuals? Are you going to like creep up to the window, or are you going to take a look at them through like the rear view mirror?
The first
side
thing
mirror?
Back in Black does is he reaches into the shadows and pulls out, and then he takes the orb of shadow. He just starts malleing it, making it malleable like a balloon animal, and he puts on a stethoscope to listen to the conversation. Because I have detached senses.
You don't hear much in the way of conversation. You hear the car's engine kind of slowly rumbling. Every once in a while, one of them makes like a snide remark or something to the other, and there's laughter. And Donovan, give me a perception check.
Well, I'm okay at those.
Not like that.
6.
6, you say.
Yep,
Okay,
6.
at those.
They have an object of some sort. Can you see what it is?
I haven't looked yet. I've just listened, and it doesn't sound like anything.
Great.
Thanks.
I figured you'd be appreciative of that. All right, now I'm going to actually have Back in Black try to position it, try to look inside.
Okay, how are you going to try to look inside?
All right, so I think specifically Back in Black, he's gonna keep alongside the side of the car, but if he's on the long side of the car, Back in Black specifically looking at the side view mirror.
Okay, so Back in Black looks through the side mirror, and I will give you the description of this person. You see, if I can find the right page. You see a Chinese man of moderate build and height. You can see he has red dyed hair with it is shaved on the left side. He wears a prison guard's uniform, and it has several bleached white splotches that dot it.
All right.
And you see that you kind of look across the mirror, and as this happens, Back in Black's senses start to become inconsistent. Back in Black is there, and then just for a second, its sight completely cuts out, and then it's back. And then just for a second, the hearing completely cuts out, and then it's back. And it begins to kind of continue in this cycle that essentially becomes more and more frequent.
All right.
You get the sense that being near this person, or kind of ability, or whatever is causing this, is causing significant harm to your perceptive abilities.
Donovan puts a hand in his head as Back in Black goes away from that mirror. Keep looking around the other sides of the car now. See if I can see anything else.
Okay. Back in Black starts to move around to the other side of the car, and as it does, you feel yourself lose connection to it.
Oh.
Not that you feel yourself lose connection to Back in Black, but you can't feel through Back in Black like you're normally able to.
Right. All right. So in the case, we using speedy movement.
Sounds good. You use speedy movement. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save real quick.
You got it.
Durability, actually, specifically, because this is Back in Black. Damien, are you still at the window looking through the blinds?
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Nick, I would imagine you're there as well?
Yeah.
Go ahead, you can make one as well.
Okay, I'm going to make an attack. some shit's off, I'm making an attack.
If
28.
Nikki's making an attack, I'm making an attack.
Oh god.
You are so...
First, you might want to.
Okay, my perception check is a 3, so
I want to know
I'm
what the
going to
effect of my
borrow this
save was. I
real
rolled a
quick.
28.
Perception.
28. Okay, that's enough for Back in Black. You feel the connection sever for a bit, and then it starts to kind of slowly come back as it creeps back towards the
23.
area.
What warehouse?
23. You say this is for an attack roll.
No, this was for my perception.
Perception check. Okay. So Damien, you somehow missed this.
yeah.
The second that Nikki points it out, you were able to see it just fine. So from that side of the car, the rear view mirror that Back in Black looked into, a hand begins to reach out and drag itself out of it. You see this long, massive arm, which appears to be a brutal assembly of steel and glass that resembles something closer to a claw than a hand.
Right.
And you see that it goes past the normal hand length and appears to be about twice as long. It grabs the ground and rips the rest of itself through. You look and witness an incomplete shell of a stand, resembling a suit of armor that was granted life. But rather than a lower body, the stand has wires that dangle beneath. And you see that as it fully emerges, it begins to send them out and have them feel and touch around like little kind of tentacle feelers and just kind of check the area around it. You notice that it has the massive kind of brutal steel and glass arm, and the other has been appearing to be ripped off.
We might want to avoid getting... I can't see this. Never mind.
The head has two, as soon as Nikki points it out to you, you're able to see it. The head
Right,
has
but Nikki's
two
attacking first, so...
blindingly white
perceive
eyes
first.
Okay.
that stare forwards completely unblinking and unseeing. And Donovan, as Back in Black kind of kicks away, Donovan senses hum back a little bit into position. And you see the stand just for a second as you kind of pull away. And you see that it is in fact moving towards you.
Does it seem to have, like, noticed?
It seems to have noticed Back in Black, and you see that the other people in the car are kind of looking around, and Donovan, you're nearby. Go ahead and give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Alright, that's fine.
I'm gonna say you two are probably focused on
11.
the stand in front of
The
you.
weird
What
ass
was your
shit
perception
happening,
check?
yeah.
11.
That's enough to recognize. You see that once the stand is kind of summoned and pulled itself out, they turn on the engine and start to prepare to just shoot out.
Like, away?
Like leave, yeah.
Alright. They're leaving.
So Nikki,
So
We might want to avoid them noticing us.
Bones.
It looks like they're looking for us.
you have a flamethrower, right? Is the pilot light on?
Not immediately, no.
Okay. Then that doesn't mean
I don't just keep a pilot light on my
nothing
back.
bad will happen. I have to ask because it's Damien
That's
Drake.
fair. That's fair.
I have to ask because it's Damien Drake.
Gotta be ready at the moment's notice. Ignore the scorching hole in my ass. Assless jeans.
Yup.
Well, I already said I prepped wooden. I can't
Talking
say
about
anything
scorched
else.
earth.
I'm throwing the wooden ball
ball.
at the tires. Try to pop them because
I
it's
see.
splinters.
I see. Okay.
Your Donovan's like, hey, what?
So you throw it, and you said you're aiming specifically for the tigers. Go ahead and give me an.
Just keep that over there. I have
This
one.
was the one you told me to keep as well.
Oh.
Just make an attack roll.
An
I'm
attack roll?
using them right now.
And this is taking my precision, yeah.
Yep.
Is that an 8 or that's a 6?
That's an 8.
This is a 16.
Oh.
29 to hit.
Okay, yeah. You're able to throw it, and they're just as the back two tires are just completely and utterly shredded. There's some kind of commotion within the vehicle, and then you see an arm reach for the back, and Nikki, you're kind of looking
Is it the funny
observing.
glass arm?
What's that?
Is it the funny glass arm?
No. There's an arm reaching towards the back windshield, and all of a sudden, you're looking at that windshield, and then you're not. The windshield and the car are both gone. You just hear this, and then what sounds like a bunch of large caliber bullets hitting concrete, and then you see that the car has been propelled forward like 50 feet. And you see it is trying to careen away as best as it can.
I see.
You see the back windshield has gone flying across the warehouse district, and eventually you hear it shatter in the distance.
Okay.
What the hell was even that?
I would assume a sound like that would wake Steve up.
Oh yes, no, all of you are awake at this point, including Brett. Brett kind of...
What was that? Did someone shoot something? Damien?
It wasn't me.
Okay.
There's some weird dudes outside. I think they might know we're here. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
what? Oh.
The car was about
They were
20
looking
meters
for
away.
something, I think.
The
Okay,
stand,
so technically it was me.
the large stand is
Hickey.
still there.
The large stand is still there?
Runs the arm. And it is slowly moving towards you.
What is that?
Alright, hold on.
If I were to guess, it's a remote type looking for us.
Alright, it's probably looking after me. I'm gonna test that. I'm gonna have back on back go straight up into the air.
Okay.
Is it like, but still inside the warehouse? Is this line of sight following me no matter what?
Yeah. Just unblinking, unstaring, just moving towards you.
It's on me.
How do we change that?
We leave, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
It's gonna keep following
it's
you.
probably gonna follow you.
Yes.
We might just have to deal with it.
Has anyone attacked it yet?
No.
We should change that.
Hey, it can do weird stuff to your senses. Whenever I was nearby it, the mirror, I think.
I'm tired of enemy stands fucking with our senses.
It's pretty irritating. I agree. Well,
I'm kind of used to that personally, and Steve's gonna go up and wail on it.
outside. Steve, that's a
So
stupid
let me
idea.
describe what happens.
Oh no.
So, how exactly are you approaching this?
Steve rushing into something
What are you
before
doing?
Damien and Nikki do.
Crazy, right?
We brought him
How
up
are you
well.
approaching it? What are you using?
We're good at it.
He's gonna do.
something-
He has Act 3 active. He's gonna stand leap and just.
Okay. So you run over to this thing. You use Act 3, and you come in, and before you're able to land your punch, as you're about 5 meters away, you feel all of your senses just...
Okay.
And you are now... You kind of... You wouldn't be able to sense any of this, so I'll describe to the other people who are able to witness it.
Oh no.
You all watch as Steve leaps towards this guy and not only completely whiffs, but also essentially bounces against the concrete and rolls and lands into a nearby wall. Steve, you kind of come to, and you realize you're on the other side of this thing. It's still not after you were interested in you. But you see that you're on the other side, you've tried to hit it, it didn't work, and while you were kind of in that area, something was completely whack about your senses.
Okay.
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like to distinguish how the ability works.
Before I do that,
I would as well, since
Before-
I saw it happen to Steve.
go for it. I have a
You'll
different
have
idea.
disadvantage because I'll say it didn't happen to you, but you
Fair.
can still make it.
I'm gonna. I just bumped into a wall. You said.
Yeah.
What's
I'm
around-
gonna say you don't take any damage on that. You just
Great.
fall prone.
What's around me?
Currently, you're kind of up against the wall. The stand itself is about 10 meters away from you. It's still slowly walking towards the warehouse. It doesn't appear to be in any particular rush.
Like, what's around me?
Kind of the warehouse area. Like I said, there's a wall nearby. You see the entrance to the warehouse.
Is there any like trash nearby? Or, like,
Not
stuff
really
on the
in
ground?
this area. There hasn't been much in the way of people.
This is inside the warehouse. Just making sure.
Oh, I thought you went outside the warehouse.
That's what I thought as well. So if we're outside, there's got to be like trash and stuff outside, right? Or is it just completely devoid of anything?
Not that it's devoid of anything. You could probably find.
I just
mainly
need a
the
small
thing is,
object.
The infrastructure is. You could find like a pebble or something.
Yeah,
some
that's
kind of
fine.
Crack in the road or anything
That
like
works.
Yeah.
Steve's gonna take that pebble. Superstition, Act 2. Inner visions, and he's going to activate seeing on it, throw it on the ground right next to the thing, and run back up. And swap his sight with the pebble.
Okay, so swap the side with the pebble. Good. So the stand does not appear to be affected by it. You see that the eyes kind of stand forward, stare forward, still kind of unblinking and unmoving. And Steve, go ahead and give me an investigation check because you're not exactly sure why that is. Damien,
Sure thing.
what did you roll on that Arcana check?
18.
18.
I should say that he's not trying to do anything to affect the stand itself. This is so that his
He
own
swapped
senses.
his own sight with the
your
pebble.
own senses.
Yeah. Because if he's seeing through the pebble, then
Yeah, no, absolutely, that works. Okay,
Yeah.
so you are able to see through the pebble, through inner visions.
And Steve himself is approaching, but all of his senses. His idea is all of his senses will be dulled except his sight.
I see. Okay, cool. Damien,
Yes.
with that 18 Arcana check, you were able to essentially... You looked at kind of the way that it operated, and you've had a lot of experience with fighting, combat, all that kind of stuff. You know that if someone were to fail that spectacularly, that there was some kind of significant force causing that to happen. And you kind of look at it, you look at how Steve kind of throws the pebble with inner visions, and you are able to put together that the stand likely has some kind of sensory draining ability that is proximity based. So the closer you are to it, the less you'll be able to sense.
This is going to be difficult. If we're going to fight it, we're going to have to do so without getting close to it.
I'm good. I'm okay at that.
I'm pretty decent at that.
Much as I like punching things, we'll be useless in hand-to-hand combat with it.
I'm not sticking around here any longer.
But Steve,
I'm not gonna
throw
put you
the
guys in
pebble,
danger anymore.
And
So that it's able to see from it. It's like a third-person view of Steve from a distance.
I'll say that you have disadvantage on the attacks, but you can still absolutely make them.
That's fine. Steve has entered like a side, not a side scroller, but like a Mortal Kombat style like fight with this thing, and he's gonna make some attacks.
Okay, go ahead.
Do we want to get into initiative?
No.
Oh.
I believe her, but I'm going for this anyway because it's in character. That first one is going to be
This is my cousin. He has every
25
disease.
to hit, and I would assume that doesn't have advantage
25?
Yeah.
No, it's not hit.
at all. Oh, because it's fuck.
Yeah, it's just a stand.
Oh, he's still going for that. And he has 2 more. If I'm taking the attack action, he has 2 more attacks.
Go ahead.
What if we send a stand in that doesn't have to
That's nat 20.
Nat 20. Okay, yeah, you are absolutely able to go ahead and land a crack on this thing. Go ahead.
I didn't
and...
do that with disadvantage. Fuck. Okay. These are with disadvantage because of the pebble, and I'm seeing myself from a
Tragic.
distance.
20. Do it.
That one is still a. Let's see. 35.
35, not quite.
Okay.
But pretty close.
Yikes.
And he's gonna make 1 more. Okay, that's not hitting.
You rolled another 20.
That's so. I rolled
Oh
so
my
nat 20s
god,
through
2
that.
nat 20s and you can't use them.
How? Are you getting flashbacks yet?
I will say this thing does notice that you are targeting it.
Mhm.
And it kind of looks over to you.
Mhm.
And it doesn't really understand how you're able to continue to function, but it doesn't really care. It's going to make an attack roll.
Great. It should do that.
So that first attack roll is going to be a 27 to hit.
I have Act 2 active. That hits Act 2.
Okay, hits Act 2, and that is going to deal 26 stand slashing as the claw just rips into you.
I take 19 of it.
And then it is going to attack again.
Okay.
That is going to be a 32.
That is a stand hit, but it chewed through my DR.
Okay.
So
Stand hit through DR. That's going to be 21 stand slashing.
okay, I take it all.
That's a little painful.
Donovan is.
He takes these hits.
Okay.
Donovan is very normal about this.
And this
Is he?
thing kind of looks at you and realizes that it's not going to be able to do much in the way of effectively fighting you because its greatest disadvantage has been taken away. But it's not really smart enough to do anything about it. So it is going to, after a second, it's going to pause and then continue moving towards Donovan.
Guys, I'm gonna try and keep distracting it. We need to focus this thing.
No, you're going to leave. We're all going to leave.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to fight this thing right now.
We gotta face it head on. Take it out.
That's a stupid Steve. That's a.
It's here looking for us. Our whole point of being here is to try to be on the down low.
It's just gonna keep chasing us.
Well, then we'll trap
Well,
it.
I'm not gonna turn on a fight. I just don't know if it's smart.
It's on. Look, it's not the fastest thing in the world. We can at least get a few somethings away.
Did it
you
seem
all
to be
went-
moving quickly?
What's up?
Is it like still moving very slowly, or is
It is moving. It does not seem to be capable of moving at a fast pace. You saw
Okay.
that even in its melee combat, it moved pretty sluggishly.
Okay.
But
It is a From
constantly
Software
moving.
enemy.
Is it like
Yeah.
a thing where it's precise, just not fast?
It's not precise or fast.
We need to be quick and clever.
No! Oh no!
It is powerful. It is
Okay.
constantly moving, and it seems to have some kind of connection and draw to Donovan because it is anchored.
Okay, new plan. Nikki, I'm gonna swap your senses. How does CRX feel about this?
What?
CRX is me, baby. Let's go.
Can I try to send OK Go towards this thing? Like,
As in-
Damien's going to stand back over 2 meters away from it and send OK Go. And
Well, it's
I-
5 meters.
I should have made my plan more clear. Essentially, yeah, I think we should run, but I think Nikki might be able to stop it.
Okay.
Hey, I guess Nikki's the only one who's capable of catching up.
Or I should say, slowing it down while we get a good head start. With your ability.
Potentially. I have 3 attempts. I had 3 attempts.
Go ahead, make your attempts. Are you just going in for a melee charge?
Yes.
With swapped senses.
It'll be with
presumably.
disadvantage, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that does not even come close to hitting.
Donovan Halen.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm actively trying to leave at this point. I'm trying to
Yeah.
get towards the
Okay.
BMW.
Steve is cutting his losses and leaving as well, but he still has interventions active for Nikki.
Does a 35 hit? Wait. Never mind. Disadvantage.
Donovan, if you can check your DMs real quick. A 35 is not hit, no.
Uh-oh.
Then none of my attacks hit.
I see. So you go in, and this thing just kind of stands there and stares as you swing at it, and it just takes it.
Shit, it's not getting through. Steve wouldn't say shit. Dang it, it's not getting through.
On
I swear.
my next go around, I'm gonna try to speed duel it. Damien Drake style.
That could probably work.
Yo.
Um,
Donovan's like, guys, regardless, we have to leave. Let's get in the car.
Alright, I don't know where we're gonna go, but
Okay.
Away is anything?
how do they find us so quickly?
I'm gonna stay here with Nikki. Once he's ready to go, we'll go.
I don't know.
I promise you I can catch up.
Why do you think it's bound to you?
I also have to be
just 'cause
close
it
enough
saw
on my
you?
ability.
I looked and this problem only started happening after I saw a man in a mirror. I don't know.
specifically the car's side view mirror.
Nick,
Okay,
you
so
said it
when I
came
look-
out of the mirror, right?
When I looked in the car,
Damon's gonna try shooting the mirror.
Well, this car is so gone right
The
now.
car-
Oh, right,
is
the
so
car left.
gone.
Never mind. I've
Cool
brain.
idea. I see where you're coming from.
Right.
However,
I'm gonna start ushering everyone into the car,
Okay.
and then just for the hell of it, how dark is it outside? It's night.
You want me to drive?
yeah, it's pretty dark. It's slightly cloudy night. You have as much as you want.
Can I get a D8?
Sure.
All right.
You
So
got enough juice for a D8 in a warehouse setting, yeah?
yeah, Donovan or Back in Black reaches into the ground and just whips out a spear, and then I'm going to, from more than 5 meters away, chuck at the thing. Do I have disadvantage or not?
You can feel the actual stand's ability extends to about 10 meters, like you start feeling it, but it's not actually detrimental until 5.
All right, that's
Okay.
terrible. All right.
That's a
I tried to get to the
plan
thing
that.
with the
Not that.
spear.
Yeah.
That's not going to hit. 25.
I believe you're making it with disadvantage as well because you're making the attack at long range.
It's a spear. You throw the spear.
You do throw the spear, but the
You
spear
throw
has...
at the spear.
No, don't throw it.
There you go, never mind.
All right.
Well, was it with disadvantage?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so yeah, that misses. Then I just hop into the car
Sorry.
again. Whatever.
Okay. Did you make all of your attacks?
I made all 3 of my attacks.
Okay.
My next attempt is going to be a speed duel, and then I will try to book it for the car.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I can go run after a speeding vehicle, presumably.
Let's see what the tiger thinks about this.
But yeah. Donovan, you get that. You all kind of get in the car, get prepared. Nikki, go ahead and do what you were attempting to do.
I
Instead of
also.
speed duel.
Yeah. I want to
wait.
I want to put this motherfucker in a wall.
Okay, go ahead.
I take it speed duel disadvantage.
Man, a lot of wasted nat 20s today.
We have a solid 3 on that roll.
I assume all our hits are just bouncing off of this thing.
It's also
As
not
we
very
see,
fast,
and
so
What
it
do you
works
guys
well.
speed duels use?
Just
You're not gonna believe this.
What's up?
It's athletics, I think.
Athletics?
Athletics with using speed.
Your athletics proficiency with speed.
Yes.
Okay, it's 18.
That beats a 13. Yeah, absolutely, Nikki. You are able to just kind of sweep the leg and just thrust this thing into the wall.
Or sweep the multitude of wires.
Okay, I used my stand. We gotta go.
Get in the box.
We gotta go. I put him in the box.
Once you're like 5 meters or so away, I'm popping intervisions, switching to Act 3. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get the hell out of here.
So yeah, you all are able to head out with Brett.
All right. Well, I help Brent into the car.
What's up?
I help Brent into the car.
Cool. Yeah. You all are able to tear the fuck on out of there, and you see it slowly pursuing you off in the distance.
Where are we going?
I
I don't think we should bring this thing back to the escape.
You're right. Where did
Let
the
me
car
know
go?
if you're keeping an eye on this thing, let me know how you are.
Did we see what direction the car went in?
Yeah, which way
Drop
did it
this thing
speed
off.
off in?
Actually,
out of town,
you get
or-
to see this. You can see it was heading off kind of in the northern direction. Can see some very clear tire tracks.
Let's see if we can follow them, I guess.
And after a while, they become less clear. But
If they've got beef with us, let's take them out.
Swapping to Act 1, having it hover above the car.
I guess I'm driving again.
If we can't beat this thing, we can beat the user.
For sure. The benefit of your stand's high defense abilities are only really good if you're within a few meters of it.
Right.
He's a sitting duck. But if
We can assume his friends probably have stands too, but
yeah, how many other people were in that car?
there were 3 people.
Okay.
We can take them. I don't know how they found us so quickly, but
Right now I don't care. The important thing is you gotta go take him out.
did you get a look
Jonathan,
at what
do you mind? And you just look over and Steve's arm is like gushing blood.
Oh
Do
my
you
god.
mind?
Okay.
Ow. Is that the sound it makes?
No, yeah, Donovan just like
Thank you.
Ayla, did you get a look at what that thing was that they had? The long
I
object they
wasn't
pulled
able to before my senses started getting wacky.
out?
Okay.
Well, let's follow after him.
all right, yeah.
I got Act 1 up top. It's gonna look out for us.
And I think as you all keep going, attempting to find this half broken down vehicle, I think we are going to.
Also, just in case, Donovan wrenches off the rear view and guts out the side view mirror, just in case.
Cool.
That looks like it might be dangerous for us. Just make sure to check your blind spot.
I'll be fine. Back on Black looks behind me.
Good.
Alright, you were trying to say something, Maggie?
Yeah, I think this is a great spot to end this week's episode.
Weeks. That's funny.
Listen.
Hey, we're doing a good job. We have scheduled uploads.
Schedule these. That's on your uploads. Bye.